Did you play the new DLC of God of War Ragnarok? It's great. Everyone loves it. Super fun, classic enemies, lots of callbacks to the original games. It's just the best, you know? Sure, there's a contrarian clickbaiter here and there, but I'd say this is a win for true gamers. My favorite thing about the new...
Oh, for the love of God, Mayo, get to the freaking point and stop wasting my time! Hello, fake butterflies that somehow found this video. I'm just gonna make this intro short and quickly explain what I'm doing. Today, I'm gonna be responding to another Under the Mayo video because, God, my first commentary video about him is like my most popular video right now, so like, why not? Anyway, I was scrolling on Mayo's page to find something I could react to until I came across a video called God of War, The Woman Problem. As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to talk about it, and as you saw from the first minute, we're clearly in for a bad time. So without wasting your precious minutes on this earth any further, let's actually talk about the video in question.
God of War games, Wait, what's my webcam down?
Holy mackerel, dude, I could give less than a crap if this video is supposed to be a joke or not. That doesn't give you the right to hurt my ears with purposeful bad audio.
So yeah, my favorite thing about the new God of War games is how guilty and tired Kratos feels all the time. Because I feel guilty and tired all the time. And when I play video games, I want to remember how shitty everything is. It's more realistic. And realistic is better. I want to be reminded of how much I fucked up my life and how my kids are little shitheads that hate me.
Okay, so what I'm gathering from Mayo so far is that he thinks Kratos feeling bad about his past is a bad thing, which is just untrue entirely. I'm going to get an explanation for why a man feeling bad for going on a killing spree and basically erasing his entire pantheon from existence is a bad thing, but that doesn't mean I don't want one. I'm pretty sure what me and most sane people think is that Kratos feeling the gravity of his actions is actually a really good thing in a narrative sense, because you're getting more than an angry man covered in cocaine, basically. How can someone just confidently allude to Ragnarok Kratos being poorly written because he's expressing a human emotion?
So imagine how happy I was to play Valhalla and find out that Kratos also feels bad about killing the gods. All those murders that felt amazing to do back when the old games came out, turns out I'm actually supposed to feel bad about it. So now I do. I never did before, but Valhalla told me I should, so I do.
The game isn't telling you you should feel bad about killing the gods. They're telling you that Kratos feels bad about killing the gods, you clone drone.
Okay, so remember the boat captain from God of War 1? That moment that made us all laugh the first time we played it? It was unexpected and funny because we had never seen a character like Kratos before, you know? Later, you see the guy in Hades and Kratos screws him over again. And it was so funny at the time. But Ragnarok, especially Valhalla, showed me how bad Kratos feels about it. So now I feel bad too.
You can laugh at the boat captain dying the same way you can laugh at the submersible existing. It seems funny at first, but then you realize someone just died for someone else's selfish gain. Hell, Kratos didn't even gain anything from letting the boat captain die. The point of me saying this is that no one's telling you it isn't funny, it's just not morally funny.
In God of War 3, we find notes from the boat captain lying around, and it's played as a joke. No! It's not funny!
Holy audio, dude, I am not laughing at your poor excuse for comedy. Could you just say what you have to say without damaging my ears? Anyway, the game isn't telling you that it wasn't funny, it's saying Kratos felt bad for it. No one is telling you to feel Kratos' emotions. If anything, you're only being suggested to feel bad.
And it makes total sense for Kratos to feel super guilty about this one specific guy over the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that he thoughtlessly murdered for health orbs in the street.
What? Dude, you're acting like that's the only thing Kratos feels guilty for. He's obviously guilty about other things, and the boat captain literally only gets like, what, 2 small messages in Kratos' journal? It isn't really that deep.
God of War game dives even deeper into stuff that Kratos feels guilty about. I think they've sufficiently covered his guilt about his genocidal rampages and his family. I think it's time to address the misogyny.
Halfway through the video and we're finally getting to the actual point of it. You know, I would be mad, but I'm used to Mayo wasting my time so much that I can't even afford to care anymore.
The old games were horribly misogynistic, especially towards women. Women are frequently shown having large boobs, and often we can actually see both of them. And we know how immoral Kratos used to be, so I'm pretty sure he looked.
No one in the history of God of War has ever said anything like this, and if they did, they're the same amount of idiotic as you. And besides, are we just gonna ignore that ancient Greece has a lot of objectification in it? Women were literally seen as forms of status for their husbands. They were basically objects. So to see something like this in a game about Greek mythology isn't mind-bending or anything, it's just how the Greeks were.
You look at this man and want to have sex with him without at least a couple of months of conversation and a background check?
As a self-proclaimed woman myself, I'd love to have sex with Kratos no matter the time passage.
This is not only offensive, it's... Hold on. What's the term?
You found the runtime, bro? I think you found the runtime.
You might say, hey, it's also immersion breaking to be facing the imminent threat of Ragnarok and then be able to just go fart around in the desert for hours, farming XP and hunting for loot.
What? How is that immersion breaking? It's not like you have to do that, you just can. Canonically speaking, Kratos obviously didn't do it, so this point is just void. Wanna know what else is immersion breaking? Getting ready to fight the Icon of Sin in Doom Eternal, getting off the game, and then going to play freaking Minecraft. Does that mean Doom Guy canonically just took a nap and dreamed he was playing Minecraft? No! No, it does not!
But have you seen the graphics? They're really good. Oh my god.
Nobody laughed at that. I'm just gonna come out and say no one is laughing at your satire. Voltaire is rolling in his grave looking at this hogwash. Anyway, so what I'm getting at here is that Mayo just doesn't like storytelling or characters being regretful for their actions. Apparently, one-note characters who do nothing but kill each other with no rhyme or reason is good character writing. Hell, this guy meat munches Doom Eternal to the point that he can understand the joke, and I bet he can't even tell me a lick of lore about Doom Guy.
New games took the old storytelling method of short cutscenes and brief story moments and turned it into a new kind of storytelling method of constantly talking during any moment of downtime and 50 times the amount of cutscenes.
It's a game where story is the main focus, you prolapsed whale anus. If you can't sit through 4 minutes of cutscene that gives you a lot of needed context when it comes to important parts of the story, you can always just skip them, you know? Even in this video where you make fun of Ragnarok defenders, you still somehow make a fool of yourself.
They really show us how much better action franchises can be if they just slow down, you know? And let the characters talk for 15 or 16 hours. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments.
Well, that was a migraine and a half. You know what? I'm glad I watched this, because I got to figure out that even when Mayo is being satirical, he still finds a way to make a fool of himself. If any of you want to see me respond to another stupid person with stupid points, please tell me who it is below, because I'm currently going through a stupid person drought. Anyway, I think it's about time the trans panda goes back in her trans can, so bye.